What to know before traveling to Cuba, the do's and don'ts. Cuba is a fascinating and often mysterious country. Canadians make up the most significant portion of Cuba's annual tourist population, with the United States trailing significantly. As relations between the United States and Cuba disintegrated during Cuba's tumultuous revolution, the Cuban Missile Crisis prompted the U.S. to levy heavy embargoes against Cuba, including trade and travel restrictions. It wasn't until 2015 that unrestricted travel was again permitted under the three-bill Freedom to Travel to Cuba Act. President Barack Obama visited the country shortly after that. Since then, celebrities including the Kardashians have documented their vacations to the island, signaling the country's openness to tourism. No matter which country you'll be traveling from, we want to ensure you have all the information you need to plan a fantastic trip. In today's video, we'll be covering 3 essential categories. Safety in Cuba. Let's do it. Words of caution. First, safety. Traveling to a foreign country, heck, even traveling to your own city, state, or country, can be daunting and nerve-wracking. Here are several safety tips to be mindful of while traveling and planning your vacation. Number 1. Write down essential emergency services numbers. This should include the police, fire department, nearby hospitals, and the embassy for your country of origin. If you find yourself in an emergency, you won't want to feel pressured to find the correct information at the moment. Plus, internet coverage is not the most reliable and not available everywhere you go, so using Google Maps for directions won't work consistently, so take care and download offline maps to be prepared. The emergency services number in Cuba is 106. Number 2. Dress modestly. This tip goes for all travelers. Remember that Cuba is a developing country and many citizens struggle to make ends meet. Best not to flaunt personal wealth more than necessary. Wearing valuable jewelry, sporting designer bags, and even using expensive electronics like smartphones and watches can attract unwanted attention. If you enjoy our videos, join us on our journey worldwide by subscribing to our channel. Please click the bell icon to get notified when we publish a new video. Number 3. Don't walk or drink alone. Many of our safety tips can be applied to all travel. It's always best to travel in pairs or even larger groups, particularly when drinking, as your senses might not be as sharp as usual. Similarly, if you're out at the clubs in Cuba, never take a drink from a stranger unless it is prepared in front of you, nor should you finish a drink left unattended for any length of time. Number 4. Watch where you're driving. Due to the lack of infrastructure, road repairs are practically non-existent. Expect potholes and cracked roads. Please pay particular attention at night when poor lighting makes it even more challenging to identify these hazards. Number 5. Check your vaccination status. No, we're not just talking about COVID-19 prevention, although proof of that vaccine may be required at some or all legs of your travel. Additional recommended travel vacations include hepatitis A and B, typhoid, rabies, and cholera. Let's do it! There are many beautiful aspects of Cuba. Planning for an international trip should always include a list of things to smoother the overall experience. Here are some great things to keep in mind to ensure a fantastic trip. Number 1. Get your paperwork, tourist visa, taken care of. A tourist visa is required for visitors and usually are approved for up to 60 days. A word of caution: make sure you aren't conducting work or business while in the country, as there can be stiff penalties if you are caught working on a tourist visa. This is also known as a Cuban tourist card. Number 2. Bring a flashlight. Because of the infrastructure challenges in the country, power outages and blackouts occur on a semi-regular basis. Consider a headlamp or battery-operated camping lantern to offer a hands-free solution. Number 3. Stay at a licensed casa particular. This roughly translates to private accommodation or homestay. It's Cuba's hybrid between a bed and breakfast and Airbnb. An important distinction: there are homes with blue signs for international travelers and orange signs, which denote housing available only to Cubans. These government-licensed establishments regularly cost less than local hotel rooms. They are well situated for enjoying the area's attractions and having a more authentic experience with a local family who will be your host. They are mostly also responsible for what you do while staying at their place in Cuba. Number 4. Purchase Cuban goods. If movie culture has taught us anything accurate about this country, it's that Cuba is known for some very particular products. Cigars and rum are the most popular purchases. Make sure to purchase cigars and other tobacco products from reputable sellers, as this can be an area where tourists get scammed. It could be unwise to buy Cuban cigars from a beach or street vendor. 99.99% of the time, they are fake. Number 5. Dance. Cuba's nightlife and culture are deeply rooted in music and dance. It would be a travesty to book a trip to Cuba without experiencing this famous pastime. The Tropicana Club in Havana is second to none, offering a nightly spectacle with 200 performers dancing in elaborate costumes. Number 6. Bring mosquito repellent. In a decidedly tropical area, biting bugs are plentiful. Make sure to bring the products that work best for you. Number 7. Tip servers and other hospitality professionals. As we alluded to earlier, Cuba is a country full of disparity. There are wealthy individuals, but many working Cubans struggle to live in the expensive region. Tipping is expected, so make sure you have extra cash. 10% is the average amount. Words of caution. As with any travel destination, there are a few things to be aware of before packing your bags, from social cues that might be misread, obscure laws and cultural norms. Here are a few things to consider regarding Cuba. Number 1. Don't drink tap water. As a whole, Cuba has known accessibility issues regarding portable water. The country also has unique waterborne bacteria. Consuming tap water may not be life-threatening but can easily wreck your plans. Gastrointestinal issues like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea have no place in your vacation. Bottled water isn't always plentiful if you are not staying at a resort, making hydration a challenge. Number 2. Don't stay at luxury hotels. Yes, you heard us. Stay away from luxury hotels. The ratings these establishments claim do not conform to any internationally recognized rating systems. As a result, a 5-star hotel might offer the experience of a 2- or 3-star hotel in other Caribbean countries. The prices, however, do reflect a 5-star hotel. Of course, there are a few genuinely spectacular hotels in the area. Just make sure to read reviews and do your research to ensure it's a reputable establishment. Number 3. Skip the political pontification. Although Cuba is slowly changing, developing its infrastructure and reforming policies, that doesn't mean that outside political beliefs are welcome. The government doesn't tolerate criticism, and chatting with the wrong people about politics could get you reported to the police under suspicion of being a subversive foreigner. Number 4. Don't interact with beggars. It isn't easy to walk very far in Cuba without being approached for tours, information, or product sales from street vendors or tourist hustlers, also called jineteros. They will offer you anything to find for you, from a rental car to a walking tour through the city to a beautiful Cuban lady to cheer you up. Whatever you are looking for, these guys will get it for you and expect to get paid for their service by you, so be prepared. They also get paid from the other side they have referred you to, mostly a commission of the overall money you spend. Often, items for sale are knockoffs, tours are fake or severely lacking, and information or help always comes with a price. These Cubans are usually extremely polite, but the conversations can seem endless when wandering through the cities. Number 5. Watch out for currency scams. There were 2 types of physical currency in Cuba until 2021, which can easily make for a confusing trip. There were convertible pesos as well as Cuban pesos. The convertible pesos are no longer usable and were made defunct when the dual currency system was eliminated. Because this is a relatively recent transition, there's a risk that illegal vendors may offer to exchange currency at higher rates or even convert it to the old convertible pesos currency, CUC. Number 6. Don't take photos of the police or military. This might seem like an odd trip, but failing to follow this rule could land you in hot water, and I am sure you are not keen to tour a Cuban prison cell. It is strictly illegal to take photos of soldiers or police in Cuba. Those caught, beware. You could be detained under suspicion of espionage. Number 7. Don't blow your nose in public or spit on the street. Depending on the cultural norm in your home country, this might seem odd. But be that as it may, Cubans consider it extremely rude to blow your nose or spit in public. Do your best to excuse yourself to take care of these personal hygiene issues. Tips like this are easy to miss while you're preparing for a trip, but can quickly sour a conversation or a stroll through the streets of this beautiful country. Number 8. Do not take unlicensed taxis. Many private cars on the street operate as taxis, but not all are licensed to be safe vehicles for tourists. You must stick to those that are licensed to avoid falling into any scam that the driver could pull on you. And for sure, you do not want to get into trouble with Cuban authorities. Number 9. Do not try to buy or consume drugs. Tourists who are caught using or in possession of drugs can be sent to a maximum security prison for a very long time, and a Cuban can even receive the death penalty here for using drugs. Let that sink in for a minute. Just say no if someone approaches you and offers you drugs. We know this covered a ton of information, so we suggest keeping this video handy to refer back to when planning your Cuban getaway. If you've had the good fortune of visiting this beautiful country, we hope you'll let us know your favorite parts of the country in the comments below. What other countries do you hope to visit in the future? Let us know so we can make videos that make what you're looking for. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.